It's said that if you listen closely enough, sometimes you can even hear the ocean. Saltwater sprays are popular among dreadheads because when applied, the salt can dry out the hairs, making them coarser and more likely to knot and tangle. Therefore, these sprays are particularly popular among people with young dreads who have plenty of loose hairs that they want to encourage to knot and tangle. These sprays are slightly less useful for people with more mature dreads, or the effects are slightly less noticeable because it doesn't do so much to actual, fully formed dreads, rather more useful to little patches of loose hair and frizz, but you can still find places to use them, and in fact I sometimes like to use a quick spritz of the spray, not in my eyes, but yeah, just so that I can kind of get loose hair that's around my face out of the way when I want to film these videos, and so it doesn't fall in front of my eyes, because that can be particularly annoying. Saltwater sprays, they come in lots of different varieties. I've got a few here. I've got Da Saltwater Spray from Dadude. Got a couple of scented ones from Dreadlocks, and even a couple that I've whipped up myself. Application is simple. Aim and dispense. Kinda sorta like that. How much you apply is completely up to you. So many people ask how much sea salt spray should I dispense, and it's really difficult to say because, I mean, this will dispense a lot more than this, so I can't really say spray 3 times because 3 of that, much more than 3 of that. You need to use your own best judgment. If you're just looking to try it out, I would recommend starting off small, and if it works for you, potentially go further, but start off small. I would look to try it out on the day that you're already planning to wash your dreadlocks. So if you know you're gonna wash your dreadlocks in the evening, maybe try it out a little bit before, maybe in the morning or the afternoon of the day that you're gonna wash your dreads. See how it works out for you. If it works, good, fine. If it doesn't work, well, you're gonna wash your hair later anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Personally, I would look to apply the spray to loose hairs, maybe on the tips, maybe a little bit of frizz on the top, but maybe try to keep it away from my skin because I don't really want the salt sitting on my skin for extended periods because it can dry out, make it a bit irritated. It can take a bit of trial and error to find out what works for you, what's effective for you and your hair, but like I said, start off small, see how it goes. Remember, even at its best, saltwater spray is simply going to dry out the loose hairs, make them a little more likely to knot and tangle. It's not a magic miracle cure, so even if you completely soak your head in it, they're not going to suddenly be mature overnight. And if you do apply way too much, chances are you're much more likely to encounter a lot of dry skin and irritation and unpleasantness. So start off small, see how it works. It's a helper, not a magician. Less is more, slow and steady wins the race, etc, etc. Are you a saltwater user or a saltwater abuser? What is your experience in the spray department? Let me know in the comments below. Hope this video was useful. Thank you for watching. See you again next time. Farewell. Special shout out to Seaside Tattoo who hooked me up with this super soft sweater hoodie deal in this cool color. Thank you, Seaside Tattoo. If I'm ever at the seaside, I will definitely look to potentially get tattooed at the seaside. Click the links. In fact, they're not even links. They're not clickable.